Hey guys, it is Kikizilla 101 here, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing my brand new Godzilla 2014 NECA 12-inch figure, and it's 12-inch from the nose to the tip of the tail, not from here. It's actually 6 inches from foot to head, but I am very, very impressed with this figure. And at first, when I first looked at him, I looked at his head and I'm like, wow, that kind of looks a little bit small, but then when I keep looking at it, I'm like, it's really not that bad. I don't even know if that might have been the actual size in the movie, so I really don't mind that. But let's start off with a detail run. I mean, I just have to start on this. You look at this guy and you're like completely attracted by the look of him, and I'm probably have to say I'm least impressed with the teeth. Is probably the least impressing part, because the teeth do look quite strange. Like, there's missing teeth, and there's it's not a problem. It's really not that big of a problem. But his spines look just like they did in the movie, which are epic. And his tail, look at his tail right there, look at his tail. And even his toes look, and at first I really wasn't a fan of the Brontosaurus looking feet, but then I thought about it. When you think of Brachiosaurus, the dinosaur, they had feet like that, and every big creature that's really large has feet shaped like that. It's a really realistic feature because it helps them stand up and be sturdy very well. And it actually, I've kind of grown onto the feet. They kind of look cool. They really do. His hands, look at his hands. Hands look really awesome. And that's the first time I've seen Godzilla with that. Probably because he's the more realistic Godzilla, but and you've even got his gills on there, which is another realistic feature that I like from the new Godzilla, because that's how he breathes underwater. But that's pretty much it for detail. And he really does, he has I hear a bunch of people have like different color paint schemes. There's some that are just completely black, flat out black, charcoal black, and then there's some people who have like a greenish tone to it, and then there's some people that have blue tone to it, and I have a blue tone. It actually looks really cool. He does have the only paint difference really is that this kind of has a brownish tannish color underneath his belly and on his neck, and then his teeth are white, and his mouth is like a pinkish color with some maroon in there, and then his eyes are yellow. And his eyes actually look really good because they have all the pupil detail for a really tiny head. But I think that's pretty much it for detail and the paint job. I'll give you guys one last look at this guy. But next we're going to be going on to articulation, which this guy has a grand range of articulation. I mean, he's really awesome in that field. And basically, it's kind of like an SH Monster Arts figure. Like, it made me think of that because of all the articulation in it. And I'm really glad this is my first Godzilla 2014 figure that I've ever had so far. So this is a really cool one, and he was well worth the money. He was $22. I honestly, this guy's really good. I would even go for $40 for this guy. That would be my $40 is really pushing it, but or $40 is kind of pushing it, but $30 on the max. I got it for $22, and I think that's the main price around. So try to get it for that, or less, obviously. But let's get started on the articulation. So his mouth does move up and down. It seems pretty sore right now. It doesn't want to move too much, but other people's figures do seem to move more, so I'm guessing it just has to get kind of loosened up. But then his head right here can turn like side to side, and then it can kind of wobble around in its place, and then his neck can move. At the neck he can move here, and then he can twist, so you can kind of get his whole head to move, which is kind of nice because the head and the neck working together makes nice flexibility around that area. Then we got his arms, which I thought is really awesome. I'm kind of revisiting detail here, but they did the scale detail even underneath the arm there, so when you pull it out, it's not completely bland and doesn't look really retarded. So there, and doesn't have that giant gap there, but this basically moves in and out, and it can move 360. Then at the elbows, it can pop out like that, pop in like that, and it also can spin 360. This has got his wrist is like got a little bit of in and out motion, but he's mostly got like a twist and a kind of swivel. But same thing, same dealio with the other arm. But at the waist, he can turn from side to side. He probably can turn 360. Yep, he just went 360. And look, I'm really glad they did this too, because most of the Godzilla figures that you find from Bandai, they always have the big gap between here and there. But look, they actually have like this special creasing that will fill up that space there. So you see that, the gap, and then this just goes straight in, and it's seamless. But I think that's cool, and it does barely have a little wobble to it, but it's mostly side to side. Now, same dealio with the legs, which is pretty cool because they also did do the texture on the inside of the legs, so you can do that, and it does kind of look weird. So if you try to sit him down, it really looks weird, but you know, who's gonna be sitting down? Godzilla, he's always standing up. And then his knees are disappointingly don't move very much at all. They just barely move, which is fine because you still got the whole leg motion there, but there, and then it can spin, of course, and then there's the foot that can barely move in and out, and it can also spin like so. And then at the tail, this is the most impressive part for articulation. Basically, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation, which is right here at the base, and that can move in and out and can also spin. That can spin too, move around. It's all the same thing. What's cool about this is that this is the bendy wire stuff, and obviously if you bend it too much, it will wear out, so I'm not going to be bending that for you guys. But his tail is very long. I really like the tail on this guy. But that's pretty much the articulation for this guy. Really cool. And really, really awesome figure so far. But I have to do a size comparison for you guys. So what I'm going to do is my 1954 Godzilla King of the Monsters figure, and you can see that it is taller than him. The new Godzilla is the new Godzilla is really like supposed to be like that to him, but he's figures like this. So it's not a big dealio. It's still Godzilla, so similar size is good enough. Then we'll do the Heisei figure because he's a popular one, and the Heisei figure's still taller than him. King Ghidorah. It's right here next to him. Still taller than him. So yeah, he's pretty decent size comparison. He goes along with a lot of your other Bandai figures pretty decently, because Godzilla is Godzilla, so technically it's still fine, even though he's supposed to be way bigger than all the other Godzillas. But really awesome figure, really awesome Godzilla in general, and but yeah, really awesome figure, and if you can pick him up, definitely do that. And thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video, please hit the like button below. If you like what you see and you want to keep up to date with my channel, please hit that subscribe button below. Thank you guys for watching, and it's Kikizilla signing out. Bye bye. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.